You've gotten to catch some balls from Josh Allen so far. He throws a really fast ball. Have the hands hurt yet?
That's when I keep asking, who's saying that? Hey, Valdes, he throw the ball hard or something? No. I don't know where that's coming from, fam. My gloves ain't got a hole in them or nothing.
Buffalo Bills rookie wide receiver Keon Coleman openly admitting that Josh Allen doesn't necessarily throw the ball too hard for him, but in years past we've heard players such as Gabe Davis, Stefon Diggs, and Isaiah McKenzie somewhat bicker about Josh Allen's arm strength. And in this video, I want to discuss what that ultimately means for the Buffalo Bills, what that means for Josh Allen, and how this team will improve going forward.
It looked fast because they probably in the stands on the sideline. The ball not coming that fast, man. He puts the ball, it's like the ball perfect. You wouldn't ask for anything else, man. The ball coming, you just make the catch.
Here's an article posted in 2022 titled, "Does Bills Josh Allen need to take a little off his throws in freezing cold temperatures? Stefon Diggs thinks so." And you can clearly see here that this really boils down to that one game in the winter, in the cold, that the Buffalo Bills ended up losing the Cincinnati Bengals. And a lot of the players were just kind of upset after the game. Even Isaiah McKenzie saying, like, if that game was played in a dome, it would have been a different outcome. But you could see here that Stefon Diggs saying that I dropped a touchdown the other week in Atlanta. He was zipping that ball, Diggs recalled on Tuesday. I was like, look, give me a little easy one. He's just got a strong arm. He can't help it. But in my mind, listening to what Keon Coleman said in that opening clip, he even said, who was saying that Josh Allen threw the ball too hard? And he said it to MVS, Marquez, Valdes-Scantling, who the Bills just brought in too. Both are saying that Josh Allen doesn't throw the ball too hard, but clearly we could see here that Stefon Diggs basically saying, hey, look, the other week in Atlanta, I mean, obviously not cold in Atlanta, that Josh Allen was zipping the ball and Stefon Diggs wanted him to throw him a little bit of an easier one. He's just got such an arm that he can't help it. But I really beg to differ. When you look at the progression of Josh Allen so far in the NFL, one thing that helped Josh Allen early on in his NFL career was the fact that he could throw the ball extremely hard. You know, obviously when you're first starting out in the NFL, you're learning the game, things don't happen as fast. You know, you're reading and reacting to ultimately what is going on. And Josh Allen was able to overcome his delayed response on things, his lack of overall understanding when he was young in the NFL because of his arm strength. So if he didn't see something right away, he was able to get the ball to target there, one of the fastest ever recorded on Sports Science. And you could see here that Josh Allen was able to get the ball to target, still be effective even with his lack of understanding. But obviously, 7 years in the NFL, Josh Allen is starting to progress. He's starting to learn the game, probably more so than any other year. Josh Allen is going to be the best version of himself. And now I think of it two ways here, that Josh Allen ultimately has been taking off his throws, or that Keon Coleman, MVS, don't necessarily see him throwing the ball that hard. And, you know, they're comfortable with someone that throws the ball extremely hard, unlike Gabe Davis, unlike Stefon Diggs, unlike Isaiah McKenzie. This was the article that upset a lot of fans about Isaiah McKenzie, kind of complaining about the type of offense that we run, passing the ball a lot in the cold. This was on that Tyler Dunn, who wrote the hit piece article on Sean McDermott. But you could see that McKenzie basically saying, like, it wasn't the best run game that they've had, so they turned to throwing the ball 45 to 50 times. And a lot of people got on Isaiah McKenzie after the game for the amount of drops that he had. But you could see we threw the ball when it started snowing, and it kept snowing, and the Bengals caught the ball. Joe Burrow threw just fine. The receivers threw just fine, but Joe and Josh are two different types of guys and quarterbacks. So I think Isaiah McKenzie was kind of alluding to the fact that Josh Allen does have a very strong arm. You know, that Joe Burrow is more of like a rhythm timing thrower. Josh Allen, he's a backyard football player. He extends the play. He could run sideline to sideline. He just schemes and does things up. He's not necessarily a true pocket quarterback, although he can be. Plus, you consider the arm strength that Josh Allen has, you know, throwing the ball in there. I think he was just kind of making some excuses for the drops that Isaiah McKenzie had. And you could even see here, going back a little bit further, Isaiah McKenzie was interviewed early on in his career with the Buffalo Bills, and you could see a question that was proposed to him, you know, how does Josh Allen compare to other quarterbacks that you've played with? And Isaiah McKenzie went on to say he definitely has a big arm. He's 6'5". Quarterbacks I've played with are all like 6'2" and under. Case Keenum, Trevor Siemian. I did have one tall quarterback in college, but other than that, Josh is taller with a big arm, and he runs a lot. So it kind of shows you the breakdown and the difference in quarterbacks. And it really boils down to Stefon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie, all kind of somewhat complaining about our franchise quarterback, Josh Allen. Like, let that sink in that they had some issues with Josh Allen. And sure enough, we have officially turned the page on every single one of them. The Buffalo Bills have Keon, Coleman, MVS, Chase Claypool, Mac Hollins, Dalton Kincaid, all these new faces and targets, Khalil Shakir. I've not heard any of them complain about the arm talent that Josh Allen has and that they should take something off his throws to better suit them. I don't think this is a coincidence that the Buffalo Bills officially moved on from Stefon Diggs, Isaiah McKenzie, and also Gabe Davis. It is a new day here in Buffalo. We have some strong-handed guys. Even Stefon Diggs in that drop last year, the final game of the season, that necessarily was not a strong throw. Josh Allen did throw it on a rope, and it was deep, but Stefon Diggs surely should have came down with that ball. In my mind, there is one of two things that have occurred here. Josh Allen has clearly progressed as a quarterback throughout his career, obviously dealing with Stefon Diggs, dealing with Gabe Davis and Isaiah McKenzie. Maybe Josh Allen wasn't taking so much off his throws early in his career, but as years have progressed, as his understanding of the game has developed, his ball to target is still on point because of his understanding of the game, and that he doesn't need to just rip the ball in there because of his lack of understanding. By not seeing things immediately early in his career, Josh Allen was able to overcome that with his arm strength, throwing the ball maybe unnecessarily too hard at times. But now he's been in the league for quite a while, and he understands the game. So now Josh Allen is able to take some things off his throw, but still also get the ball there on time. And you see guys like Keon Coleman, like MVS, like Chase Claypool, Mac Hollins, all completely thrilled with what Josh Allen has to offer here with the Buffalo Bills. So I think Josh Allen has continued to improve, and I think Keon Coleman's comments at the beginning of this camp that we had, it proves that Josh Allen has spent time this offseason working on his arm, putting the ball in the right spot, working on his touch, his placement, making sure that the ball is an easier catch for these wide receivers to catch it, have run after catch abilities, and completely ball out of control for the 2024 and future Buffalo Bills. Well, guys, I hope you appreciated this video. If you did, make sure you hit like, subscribe. That's going to support me for my efforts for keeping this channel alive and also continuing to make videos just like this. What do you think about MVS and Keon Coleman's comments here during camp talking about that Josh Allen doesn't have too strong of an arm and that they don't know who is talking about that? It's funny that the Bills have really turned the page here from Stefon Diggs, Isaiah McKenzie, Gabe Davis, and now towards wide receivers who truly believe in Josh Allen's arm talent. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, check the links in the description. You guys can get $50 off Course Careers if you want to land a fully remote tech job. They have certificates coming out in all sorts of different lines and fields, even accounting, entrepreneurship. You guys can get certifications in the near future with electricians, plumbing, whatever you guys want. So make sure you guys check out Course Careers in the description. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.